Hello, everybody. We have a nice job here to do today. We have a HP printer. This printer is a very big one. It's a printer used in printing photos, enlargements, banner. And this HP DesignJet T520 is an e-printer. That means it has a network, either wireless or you can connect it to your network cable. But the problem that brought this printer here is that the owner said the cartridge um, belt, the cartridge belt, there is a problem. The cartridge belts pull out of the motor, which is the motor that used to turn the cartridge head. So this is the cartridge belt, pulls out from the motor. So, and this is the cartridge head, and this is the belt. Yes, this belt, this is the cartridge head. And this printer is a very large printer. Let me open here so that, and this is the motor that turn. If you look this place very well, this is the motor that turn the belt, and this is the belt. And the belt pull out from the motor. So that means to say there is no way this motor can be able to turn this cartridge head. And when the cartridge head moves, it will be printing the image on the paper or on the nylon, on whatsoever it want to print. But since this motor will not be moving this cartridge head cannot even go left, neither go right, because the bed is out of the cartridge head. So let's just try to put it, because what the customer wants is for us to put back this belt into the right position, which is putting the belt into the cartridge head, and the other end, there is a roller at this end here that I'm doing now. So let's lose it at this. As you can see the ink that pour out of the printer. This is a very large printer. It's a very large printer. You just have to follow the process. Let's work together. Let's see. Can we fix it? I don't know. Let's see. Just follow the process. Always remember to like my videos, subscribe to my channels, so that you get, whenever I upload a new video, you get a notification. So there is it. Taking off this other end of the printer. This is a very large printer. It's a giant printer. It's a giant printer. This DesignJet use internet network cable. It also use wireless and use USB. It use 4 ways in terms of receiving in data and also send out data. It's a nice machine. Okay, let's see. As you can see, this is the roller at the other end where the belt we hang on to that when the motor is turning, the cartridge head bed to be turning. So just have to take it out. Just have to take it out. So I told the owner of this printer that this printer need servicing. He said no, no, no. He does not want to service his printer. That I should just put the belt back. So I said okay. Oh, you can see this thing is broken already. That is why the belt pull out from this roller. This roller is bad and it really needs change. But since the owner of this printer does not want a maintenance on this printer, I will just have to apply glue on the roller back, then put it back, and all he wants is just for me to put the belt and let the belt roll the cartridge head. That is all he wants. So I just have to do it for him the way he wants it. So let's just follow the procedure on how to lose this giant design jet printer. It's a very big printer, though you cannot get the actual size of this printer through this video. But the actual size of this printer is up to 5 feet, 5 feet length, and up to 2.5 feet wideness. That is the actual size of this printer. That is the actual size of this printer. So you just have to follow the procedure, follow the process on how we're going to fix this printer. That's all you need. I've been trying to, just follow a shortcut, but there is no shortcut. Just have to take it out so that I can be able to access the motor, so that I can put the belt back on the motor so that it can be able to roll this cartridge held. So I'm trying to lose this place, but it seems difficult. Although, let me try. I think um let me try one more time. But if I cannot open it, I think I will use the short Allen key. Use the short Allen key. The short Allen key will be able to do it, because that the screw there is very strong. So let me use this short Allen key. I believe this short Allen key will remove it. And it's out. Yeah. The short Allen key, we are able to remove it. If you are new to my channel and you love repairing printers, please go back to the previous videos that I've done. You watch those videos, learn from those videos, because this this job I'm doing is just a maintenance job. Just a maintenance job. Yeah, just a maintenance job. That is the job I'm doing now. Just a maintenance job. So there's not much. So just have to follow the procedure. Let me take out this other side of the case. There is the side where you find the motor that turns, that pulls that cartridge belt, that pulls the cartridge left and right when the cartridge is printing. There's the cartridge head and there's the belt I'm telling you of. And when you pull the belt, you see the cartridge head moves. You see, it moves from one end to the other end. That is the work of the motor. It helps in pulling the cartridge head from one end to the other. But that belt pulls out of the cartridge held because of the other roller that I told you that is broken. That is why the belts pull out of it. So I'm going to glue that other roller. I'm going to glue that other roller, then put it back. I wish the owner pay for his services, then supposed to replace the other roller. But since the owner did not, I will glue the other roller and fix in the belt for him. Let me just still try whether I can access this motor from here. But if I don't access it, I'll just have to take off the top of this printer. Yeah, just have to take the top of this printer. That's all. So let's see. I don't think it's easy for me to put it. So I think the best way we can just go is just for us to take the top of this printer. But let me still try to see whether I can put it through this place. Always remember to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, drop your comments. I'll be so happy to reply you. Place is very tight. I don't think I can be able to put it through this place. But let me still try, because taking the top of this printer will take a lot of time, of which trying to reduce the length of this video. Just trying to reduce the length of this video. This other roller that I told you that is broken, that's what I'm trying to fix now. Trying to put the belt into the other roller at this end so that I can put it at this end. But the thing is not it's not positioning in the way whereby I can be able to screw it. Let's see. The whole procedure is just to take off the top so that I can get full access to the printer, so that I can be able to access the whole printer freely from stress. So all I need to do is just to take the whole of the top out so that I can access the printer very well. All you have to do is to follow the process. Taking off the screws so that I can be able to take off everything. Yes, so that I can get access to the motor and be able to set it once and for all. That's all. Let's digress a little. Like you saw the flood video I post. Just imagine the flood is not an easy thing. I post those videos to sensitize those people that is using that route. Yeah, I just have to sensitize people so that they will not be a victim of the flood. That is why I post those videos. You know, let's just try to be careful whenever we apply that route during this season. Okay, let's try to take off this casing off. Let's take off this casing. Let's take it off. Let's take it off. No, it's like I'm going to take off this screen touch, the screen of this printer first before I can be able to take off this casing. So let's take off these rainbow cables out and take off this screen before I can be able to access the other side. Now it's out. Always be careful when you're working on a printer. Now this is the cartridge head. You can see we have full access to it now. We have full access to the cartridge head, as you can see. Then now there is the motor. Okay, let's just get access direct to the motor. Now the motor is there. I'm losing the motor so that I can slack it and free it, and then I can put the belt on it, then tight it back and get it done. Wow, time I've fast spent, but I never knew I'm going to spend this much time on this printer, because I thought I would just, fix this belt on time. I never knew it's going to take this long time in this giant printer. Never knew. I thought this video is going to be like 5-10 minutes video, but it's going to take a lot of time. I'm screwing back this ND roller. The roller I told you that is broken. Just have to put the belt back. Though I've glued the roller, I've glued it. Just have to put this belt back at this end, so that at the other end I can put it in the motor. You can see it down there. The belt, I've put the belt on it. At this other end, I want to put the belt on the motor, so that when the motor is on, it can be able to pull this cartridge head either left or right. That is just the work of the motor. Helps in pulling the cartridge head either left or right. When the printer is printing, this cartridge head goes left, right, in printing images. So just losing this motor so I can free it so that this bed can be able to enter, because it's it's going to be there is a spring here. As you can see, there is this spring. I don't know how I can be able to zoom this camera so that you can see this. There's a spring that holds the motor, that makes the belt to be kind of stronger, so that it will not have a kind of a free space. Yeah. So I just want to free the motor so that I can be able to. This place is covering this camera. I just want you guys to see it. Want you guys to see this place. What I'm trying to do here. Although all I'm trying to do is that trying to put this belt on the motor, but it's not a difficult task. But just have to push. There's a kind of stuff here. You can see the spring. This is a spring that is holding the motor backward, but I'm trying to pull the motor frontward so that I can be able to put the belt on the motor, so that the spring will not drag the motor backwards to make the belt kind of strong, so that there will be no allowances. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to use this screwdriver to push the motor frontward so that I can be able to put the belt on its top. Just have to follow the shortcut. But most times shortcut is not always good. Always gives you long cut at the end of it all. So if I cannot do it this time, if I cannot put this cable, I think I just have to follow the long cut, which is to take off the stopper, because there is a stopper that is holding this motor. I'm going to take off the motor and take off the stopper. This is the stopper. I think I will be able to. Let me just take off the stopper and pull off pull off this motor and just fix it once and for all. Then put back the spring. I think that is all I'm going to do now to to shut down this video. Now this is the stopper. I've taken off the stopper off. Now the motor can be able to pull off to this far distance, so I can put this belt on it. Yeah, pull. Though this spring is strong, it's not an easy spring, so I'm pulling it with force. I'm asking Mr. Harrison to assist me on it because it's very hard. Just have to pull it backward a little. Okay, it's time to pull forward. Thing is, though, this spring is kind of strong, so All I have to do is just to take off the motor off, pull it down a little, then put in the belt and reset it up. That's what I'm going to do now, because short process most times always end up long process. So that's what I'm doing now. I wish this place can go out so that you can see what I'm trying to do. But though I've put in the belt on the motor, but all I'm doing now is to put back the stopper, put back the screws on the stopper, then screw it back. Then I just have to set it back, putting back the spring back to the motor so that the spring can be able to pull back the motor backward so that the belt can be able to pull stronger so that the motor head can be able to move either left, the playhead, the cartridge head. You can call it playhead, whatsoever you call it. Cartridge head, playhead of this printer, they are all correct. So that I can be able to move freely left and right. As you can see now, the belt is on and our job is completed. So, oh, it's a bit difficult one, though I never knew this job is going to take this much time. So, putting back this, just have to couple back this printer, putting the top back. You just have to follow the process. You put it back the way you remove it. So, I just have to take some of all this dust out because the guy did not pay us for servicing. He only paid me for me to put that belt back on the motor. So, but it's really good for you to take off the dust from the printer. That is what I'm doing. Putting back all these ribbon cables back to their various place. Yeah. Taking back the screen. Just have to take some dust out of the screen. Yeah. Always remember to like my video, drop your comments, subscribe, and always remember to turn on your notification so that whenever I post a new video, you can be able to receive it. Putting the screen rainbow cable back. This ribbon cable is in charge of display. It shows whatsoever you are doing on the screen. This one I'm putting now is for the power to turn on the printer. On, off, on, off. Yeah. So let's just couple back this printer. Our job is done. Our job is to put back the uh, pull belts that fall out of the motor. Our job is to put it back, and we have done that. So all we have to do is to couple back the system. Put back the screws back to where we unscrew them. Screw them back. That's all we're doing. Because our job is done. And this printer, you use this printer to print um, things on nylon. They use this printer to print things on. They can use it to print calendar. They can use this printer to print um, signposts. They can use this printer to print photos, and they can also use this printer to print documents. Yeah. So this printer is designed to do multitask. It's a bit expensive printer. Yeah, it's a bit expensive printer. Wow, it's in breakout, so just have to glue it back. It's a bit expensive printer, but this printer is a multitask printer. Always remember to put all the screws whenever you're working. Any screws you unscrews, you always remember to put it back. Putting glue so that you can glue it back. Excuse me. You can glue it back. Glue it back the way it's where. You have to put it back. You can see this open space. This down open space, you use it in printing documents. That place is a tray. Then this other top is a tray. And I love this printer. This printer is a nice one. It's a nice one. It's a nice printer. And our job is done. You can see this cartridge head. You pull to the left, you pull to the right, and the belt is still on. As you can see, the belt is still on. You pull to the left, you pull to the right, the belt is still on. I wish I can zoom it more than this so that you can see it. Yeah. Yes, you can see it clearly. Pull to the right, pull to the left. Thank you for watching my video. Turn on your notification so that whenever I post, you see it.